Is it fine to listen? Okay. So I'll talk without it. Good evening, everyone. So today, my speech is named Final Horizon because I'm gonna be a big nerd today. As a kid, I loved researching about the space, the universe, things like that. And I still remember when I was like 7 or 8, I had a huge book. It was like an encyclopedia, I guess you could call it, about facts on the universe and things like that. And I remember looking there that the sun is going to become a giant giant ball one day, and we're all gonna die. Well, we're not, because we're not gonna be here, because that's in like 5 point, I don't know, billion years in the future. But for me at the time, it was like, oh my God, that's so, I'm gonna die, the sun's gonna kill me. So, having existential crises are something of a hobby for me, I guess. So today I'm going to talk to you about the, oh my bad. Well, I'm going to talk to you about the final bit. I'm going to talk to you about the end of the universe. So currently, we have 3 main theories and a very sci-fi one for the 4th. But from the beginning first, as we all know, in the Big Bang, we had a singularity point that exploded and then expanded and expanded to become the universe we have today. And as it keeps going on, things start to happen, right? And for a few simple concepts, we have to understand the 3 endings. First, we have to know what is those types of energy and matter. So the first one is baryonic energy, baryonic matter, which is me, you guys, the sun, this classroom, everything that is something in the universe, which is only 5%, which is crazy to me. Because we always learn that everything is mostly empty space, but to know it's only 5% of everything is crazy. The second one is dark matter, which is what keeps us connected. In a way, it could be interpreted in a simple way as gravity. And the third one is dark energy, which is what tries to push everything from itself, from anything that is close to it. It's kind of an anti-gravity kind of thing, if you want to call it that. So we have 3 possible endings. The first one is called the Big Freeze, which is the most likely one, in which the dark energy wins. And dark energy is what makes the universe keep on expanding. And right now, according to the theory, the universe is going to keep expanding and expanding to the point where gravity is no longer capable of keeping everything together, as in the galaxies being close to each other and everything. And because of that, we're all going to be very, very separated from everything. Galaxies, they're not going to be able to explode like any stars on it or any supernovas. They're not going to be able to spread the energy far enough for other clusters of galaxies and stars to continue existing. So at the very, 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 very far future, which you might as well call forever, everything in the universe is going to simply not exist anymore. There's just going to be a bunch of particles that are not going to connect together, which there's another theory for it, but we're not going to cover this today. The second one is the Big Rip, in which the dark energy, which right now is seen as a constant, is going to keep on increasing its amount in the universe, which is currently 68%-ish, but it might increase and might get stronger in the future. And because of that, the universe starts to expand much, much faster. And at that point, not only gravity loses the battle to it, but also the other 3 fundamental forces, which electromagnetic and weak and strong nuclear forces. Because of that, everything, and I mean everything, you, all of you, are going to be disintegrated in a point, as in your atoms, protons, electrons, neutrons, everything is going to be separated. So on a molecular level, we're going to stop existing, kind of. And everything is going to be spread away, and that's the Big Rip, where everything in the universe just becomes a bunch of particles, not connected together, but just floating around. The third one is the Big Crunch. In this one, gravity wins, and because of that, the universe starts to collide into itself, and then it gets closer and closer and hotter and closer. And at some point, you have a singularity, which leads to another theory, which is the Big Bounce. So we have 2 options. Either it stays a singularity forever, or the universe expands again and restarts the cycle. So we have no indications or evidence that this ever happened. We don't know if we're in a big bounce currently, like from I don't know how many times, but this is a possibility, very low, but it is also something that can happen in the future. The third one, the fourth one, which is more sci-fi, so it's kind of, I don't know, weird. So I'm just gonna breeze through it. So I don't know what you guys study in physics, but probably much worse than me in high school, so we didn't learn it. But Higgs field is the reason we have mass in everything we know. So this is responsible for giving mass to everything in the universe. So right now, it is believed that the Big Bang caused enough energy explosion for us to be in a here, which is the potential energy, the lowest points we can have in the universe. But it's very nerdy, right? But it is believed in very wild theories that there is a second valley and that we're not truly in the lowest point of potential energy. If that happens, it can go down here, and what that would cause is it's the vacuum bubble that expands and destroys or alterates, whatever you want to call it, everything in its path, including us. So it could happen right here. There's a bubble here, and it starts expanding at the speed of light. We don't see it. We don't know what happens, but we all die or not. You know, we might just become fairies or something. It's very unlikely, but it is something that is studied anyways. So, oh, my bad. So yeah, I thought I had a thing. My bad. So yeah, these are some of the ways the universe might end. I study a lot about this because I find it very interesting. Although it makes me feel like, oh God, I'm gonna die tomorrow. But it's a very interesting topic. So yeah, thank you so much.